Okay, guys, just waiting to get started here. Got an exciting one with Daniel De McCulley, so I'm really happy about this.
And that's at 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. What time is it there when it's 7 o'clock nighttime here?
So 7 o'clock is going to be in Bogota. It's going to be 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock evening?
Yeah, evening.
Okay, and how about in Australia?
What will it be in New Zealand? So what are we now? Because at the moment it's 2:30 p.m.
It's what?
Yeah, so it's
2:30 p.m.
2:30.
So it's be 4 o'clock.
So it's going to be about 4 o'clock, right?
Mm.
And they're a day earlier too, Daniel. So they're going to be Tuesday at 4 o'clock p.m.
Yeah.
On our Monday. Yeah, so our Monday at 7 o'clock is going to be their Tuesday at 4 o'clock.
Their Tuesday at 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works out good. I enjoy your meetings. Yeah, they're great.
If you can get your team on that, it's very, very informative.
Brilliant.
And it also creates an automatic event for you, because a lot of the people, you know, like Bernard Chan, he gets his group together and then they put it on either a flat screen television or on a big screen. So he has like 50, 60, 70 people watching it.
Perfect.
You know, and it creates a party for him. So,
Yeah.
Events is what drives this business. So
exactly.
Anyway, what can I answer or tell you guys or
well,
you know?
I think first of all, I think you need a big introduction because you deserve it. And I just want to let everybody in the know on the conference call and webinar here know Daniel. I think I met Daniel. I don't know if you remember this, Daniel, but we met at Bob Grudelli's house 12 years ago, 11 and a half years ago.
11 years.
Yeah. So I had been doing a couple demos and bought my machine, and all of a sudden, here's all this excitement about Daniel coming, and I'm like, okay, I don't know who the guy is, but apparently he must be pretty good because there's a lot of excitement about him. And Daniel came and spoke a little bit at the end about the compensation and things like that. And I'm like, okay, this guy must be like a mover and shaker. Okay. And so I was trying to race Daniel and Bob in the business because I think Daniel and I kind of started off at the same time. And I don't know if you remember this, Daniel, but this was like 10 years ago. We're at the office. And you came in with some sales, and I came in with some sales. We're turning our sales in, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm really cranking. I'm really cranking right now." And I just became a 6A3. And you came up, "Hey John, how you doing? Hey, good man, how you doing? Great, yeah. Hey, so what are you ranking right now?" I said, "Yeah, I'm a 6A3 now." And Daniel comes up, like, "Yeah, I'm working on my 10th 6A right now." I'm like, "What?" Put me in. I was like, "Oh my gosh." I got to keep up with this guy. He's like putting it in 5th gear right now. So that really, I think when you kind of when you put your competition up here and you reach for that and not for some guy, average guy, that's where you can really excel. And that's what I've tried to do all my life. But and Daniel's he's a phenomenal speaker. I get really excited when Daniel's there speaking. He is very funny, and as he knows, and loves to excite the crowd. Daniel is a 6A16-4.
Woo.
Yeah, that's my first position.
So that's really doing well. And when it was interesting because we had Bernard Chan come and speak, and I noticed that all the bigwigs showed up too. Daniel was there, and Eli, and everything like that. And I was like, wow. So Daniel's he's got a way of putting things, a way to motivating, amazing guy. He's got his own business going. He didn't really need to do this, business, but really, like the compensation plan, as Daniel will tell you, he didn't get in for the water. He saw the compensation plan and said, oh my gosh, this is the best thing I've ever seen as far as making money in network marketing. I got to get in on this. So, hey, Daniel, we want to thank you for being on the webinar and taking your time, and really appreciate being a friend and a leader in the business. So thank you so much, Daniel.
Well, you're more than welcome. And, it's been a very, very busy and exciting year in Enagic, right? And let me tell you something, John, and I want to let everybody know that's watching this and listening to this. It's going to get busier. It's going to speed up. And let me tell you why. I don't know if you've been in a roller coaster and it's your clink, 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 and then you get to the top and because and your stomach is racing, your heart's racing, because you know what's about to come up. John, I've been involved in 4 of these major programs, and I know what's about to come up. I absolutely know what's the ending, and that's the reason why I'm an advisor. I sit on the board of the company, okay? I want you all to focus on this message and focus on what I'm gonna tell you, all right? Because this could be your breakout year. This could be the year that ignites you, okay? So some will have a pen and paper, like I said this morning with Eli, when they're listening to people. Some won't, but if you can record this and they can watch it over again, all right? If you need a picker-upper, or when you need, just when you have some time, you want to watch it over again and over, because that's what training is all about. It's not going to training one time. It's going over and over and over and over continuously, all right? Let me first begin by saying I've been with Enagic, like John said, over 10 years. I'm not one of the top earners, but I do more than okay, all right? I'm not one of the top ranked people out there, John. As you know, there's -5s, -6s, etc. But I have produced more frontline 6As than anyone in the world. I have 16 in one position, and I have 7 in the other. So I have personally produced, not down in my line, not 8 levels or 3 levels from me. I'm talking about somebody that I signed up who went 6A. I've done 23 of them, okay? And my goal this year is to go, my first position, to go 6A 20. Also, I've won the 8-point global contest, I think 18 times in my 10-year career. That's the global 8-point. I've won #1 18 times. I know over, maybe even longer than that. But last, okay, I sit on the advisory board of the company because of my background, my experience, my success. I'm not trying to flex my muscles here. I'm trying to tell you that I have the credentials. And so what I'm about to tell you, you need, if you can just get it, all right? First of all, John, we are witnessing a trend happening in slow motion. And I've said this all over. You've seen my meetings. I talk about trends because this is what we've done for 4 decades. The top earner in Legal Shield does this presentation, Craig, because I'm the one who taught him. The top earner in several companies out there do this because I'm the one who taught them. And you are in the middle of a trend. It's happening. I've been saying this for 10 years, ever since we've investigated and researched this Enagic company. I got involved by accident, just like a lot of people. I went to a meeting to get rid of this girl who kept telling me about water. I didn't want to hear about water. I thought it was another rinky-dink, door-to-door, illegal, multi-level pyramid, last business you get into before you commit suicide kind of thing. This is what I thought this was. But when we saw the product, this incredible ionizer that has helped thousands of people, okay, this one-of-a-kind comp plan, this 8-point system, when we researched that, this marketing plan, that has produced thousands of success stories, multi-millionaires all over the world. And this is, and then the one-of-a-kind owner that we're all following, Mr. Oshiro. You know, John, I've been in the front end of 3 companies that went from 0 to $1 billion. I knew the owners, I consulted for them. I was there in the beginning, okay? I never would have thought I would see another one. I got involved with Enagic when they were trying to get 500 sales. They're doing $600 million this year and over $1 billion next year. They've hit over $1 billion in total revenues. So that's like getting hit with a lightning bolt 4 times, you know? So, and this thing is being fueled by a trend. A trend is a product that no one has, that everyone will have, okay? This is the first thing everyone needs to recognize. You are in the middle of a trend storm, not just a product no one has. It's a product no one has, but everyone will have. That puts it in a trend category. You're not gonna see another one like this in your lifetime. You're not gonna see another one. Not where this program where your byproduct is water. Water. I mean, everyone uses it, everyone needs it, everyone pays for it. And the only reason people don't have it is the same reason you didn't have it before you joined Enagic. You didn't know about it. That's the only reason you didn't have it. If you look today, if you look at all the benefits that this product is giving you, why didn't you have it 20 years ago? What's wrong with your brain? It's because you didn't know about it. You never heard about it. You didn't understand the benefits. You didn't know that you were already paying for it. And that's the reason why people don't have it, okay? And the company will never advertise. It's a slow-moving trend. It's a slow, saturating, moving trend. I am an expert at this. And they're not going to advertise. I sit on the board. The reason they can't advertise, John, and it's good for people like us, which means there's longevity and saturation. It's not like an iPhone where the first year everybody had one, or like a flat screen television within 5 years, everybody had one, okay? This is gonna take decades to saturate the marketplace because they're not advertising. Here, they can't advertise. You know, they can't say all the NFL teams that are using it. Look at all the major league teams that are using this product. Look at all the athletes, all the celebrities. Look at all the people that are using this product, all right? But yet they don't advertise because they're not gonna pay a celebrity because they can't advertise. John, if they advertise, the company would implode, plain and simple. Last year, the company during midsummer did 35,000 sales in 1 month. And every single office in Asia was out of machines. Let me ask you something. During the last few months, how many times have you gone to the office and they were back ordered in K8s?
Mm-hmm.
So
a lot.
Imagine if they advertised, okay, and somebody like Steven Tyler says, hey, I use this machine, or somebody like the Dodgers or the Yankees or Russell Wilson or all these people that are using it. Imagine if they said, this is the best thing. Enagic would get a rash of orders that the company could not fulfill no matter what. They would implode. I've seen that also. So they're doing it correctly. Let me show you something, okay? A trend has 4 stages. You already know that. Formulation, acceleration, momentum, and stability. Momentum is where the multi-million-dollar earners, if you're earning 10,000 a month, you're gonna earn 20 when you hit momentum. It's gonna double. I told, you know, back about 7 years ago, I told Cynthia Briganti, because she was showing me her check, it was 70 grand, which was cool, right? But I told Cynthia, I said, you're gonna triple that. I'm telling you, you're gonna triple that within 5 years. And then you're gonna triple that within 5 years. How do I know? I have friends in the industry that earned that. And look, she's tripled it already. So again, momentum. is where the money is going to be made, the big money. But you have to be in position. Momentum begins at 3 to 5% market penetration, okay? From formulation to acceleration, that's gonna go from 1 to 5%, 3 to 5. Once it hits 3 to 5, that thing is gonna accelerate, and that's gonna happen in the year 2021, 2022, 2023. You gotta be in position. I'm telling you right now. Here, take a look at what the percentage. The world population right now is 7.7 billion. The TV households, in other words, the households that can have our product is 1.4 billion. That's less than 1%. Okay, that's 0.1. Now take a look at this in the US market. The US market has 134 million households. They call them television households, where you can put a microwave, where you can put an ionizer, okay? Enagic has sold 500,000 in North America. 500,000. There's 134 million sales out there to be gotten. We've done 500,000 in the whole North America. That puts us at nothing, less than 1% market penetration. Yeah, a lot of people know about the product because the alkaline is being talked about, but no one has about our product. No one has the product. It took Enagic 15 years to get to 1%. 15 years. 3 to 5 years to get to the next 3, and then momentum. People like you and I, John, you're gonna make money, and the best thing about it is it's passive income. But to catch this wave, you gotta be paddling now. Recognize what you have in your hands. Understand the fortunate position that you are in. You're not gonna get another one like this, then do something about it. That's my message to the people. Now, a lot of people ask me, okay, what makes people, I've seen a ton of people succeed in this business, including you, including Colton, you know, Giordani, we've seen them all, right? But we've seen thousands not succeed, all right? So what's the key? What's the factor? What's the secret, you know? What is the formula in the program? Because there are keys to doing this business. There are X factors. There are secrets, right? That people do. There are formulas, but there are no guarantees. All those things, the factors, the keys, the formulas, they will not work unless they only give you an edge. But your mindset, your determination, your ambition, your passion, your willingness to learn, your work ethics, that's what's going to determine your success. John, it's not about whether you can or you can't in this program. Why? I've seen people in wheelchair succeed in this program. I've seen people who don't speak English succeed in this program. I've seen people with an IQ of, right, succeed in this program. Okay? So, you know, you can succeed. It's not about whether you can or you can't. Get off of that. It's whether you will or you won't. Period. End of sentence. So what's the, you know, what's the main key? What's the thing that makes it, you know what? In my opinion, the reason people don't succeed, priority. They don't make this business a priority. You guys want to succeed in this business? Do what Bernard Chan did. He made this thing a priority for his first 3 years straight. That's what Bobby and I did. We were working from morning to faint every day till we get to this position, okay? Is it worth it? Is it hard? Yeah, not really. You know, you're working on your own time. Is it worth it? Absolutely. Absolutely. I was watching a commercial on Publishing Clearinghouse where they have this contest where you get to earn $5,000 a week forever, which is great, right? There are people doing that in Enagic right now. There are people doing 5 times that, 5 times that, and they're gonna earn it for the whole time they're with Enagic. It's like winning Publishers Clearinghouse 5 times. So again, make this a priority, okay? Because you can do this. I want everyone to know something. You are designed for accomplishment. Zig Ziglar says it, right? You're engineered for success. That's why when you're a little kid, you want to win. When you're in high school, you want to win. When you're in sports, you want to win, because you are designed for that. You are endowed with the seeds of greatness. That's why some of us make it to the very top. Okay? So you can succeed. However, it's got to be a priority to you. The business comes first above everything. Above everything. Why don't people do it? Because they don't understand, you know? You're either going to pay 2, 3, 4, 5 years price, or you're going to pay for, you got to remember, the price of failure is so much higher than the price of success. It's so much higher. But because you're going through it, you don't know. So again, you know, get yourself a target in 2019, and don't, you know, all these guys that are big out there, the JVs, the Cynthias, the Bob Godellis, the Bernard Chan, Sam Sia, Gary Gann, Tamia Cologne, these big shots, and I've said this over and over, okay? These big shots were once little shots who kept right on shooting. That's the difference. The difference between a big shot and a little shot is that the big shot was once a little shot who kept right on shooting. There's your difference. You know, a lot of people have problems. They think they have problems. No, there's no, if you're a distributor with Enagic, you do not have a problem that 2 new recruits, 2 new signups wouldn't solve. Sign up 2 people, all your problems are done. So, you know, this year, you should have your targets already set up, write them down. If you don't have them, it's not late to start, you know. But let me tell you the theme for the year, and then if you want me to cover something else, this year, you need to recruit. That's the theme for the year, recruiting, okay? You gotta add to your organization. Whether you do it by, I don't know how you guys recruit. I recruit by giving away water. I don't do the computer that much. John knows that, all right? I don't really advertise. I'm out there and I'm talking to people. I'm always talking to people, you know, because you're going to be talking to people all the time. But let me give you guys a couple of hints. Number 1, you got to look the part. You can't be out there trying to recruit for a multi-zillion-dollar opportunity and you look like 10 cents. You can't talk about tomorrow's future dressed in yesterday's clothes. You got to look sharp. John, you know me, right? Yeah. I always carry cash on me. Normally I have, you know, 20, 30, $100 bills. I normally have 550s. I normally have several $1,000s on me. I don't do that to spend money. I don't do that to spend money. I'm like you guys. I spend credit cards. Then why do I carry cash? Because when somebody asks me for a card and I take out my wallet, they see their eyes are, I can see their eyes. They're on the Benjamin Franklins. I'm telling you. And sometimes, you know, if I want their attention, I'll drop that whole wad and hundreds just hit the table. And I'm sorry, and I pick them up. But they see that. But when somebody asks me for a card, or when I'm buying something from a top, you know, salesperson at a kiosk or a computer store, and I want his attention, I'll get my credit card out, and all those hundreds are gonna flash. And I'm looking for one question, John, the question of what do you do? And to do that, you have to get their attention, and you have to be talking to them, and you have to be saying things like, do you do this full time? Do you keep your career options open? You know, you know, do they have good benefits in this place? You seem like a sharp guy, you know. And then when I show them the hundreds of dollars, right? Then they always come with one question, which I'm looking for. What do you do? That's the question I'm looking for. What do you do? Okay. And when they ask me that, I say, well, it's kind of crazy. I'm involved with a billion-dollar manufacturing company out of Japan that manufactures water ionizers. You know, they produce very, very healthy water. By the way, do you drink water? That's my answer to people. I'm involved with a billion-dollar international company. They're a manufacturing firm. They manufacture ionizers, and they're moving into the U.S. market. You know, so that's what I do. I've been doing it for quite a while. That product produces phenomenal alkaline water. By the way, do you drink water? Of course, they're gonna say yes. And then I say, hey, when I'm by here, I don't have time right now, but when I'm by here, I'll bring some by. It's free. Remember those two things. I'm busy right now. I can't do it because people like busy people. Just like if you're going to go by somebody's place to give water or to give information, I always say, hey, I'm going to come by and just drop off something. I can't stay long. People don't mind if you drop by as long as you can't stay. All right? So when you say, I can't stay long, I'm going to drop off some water, you know, I got to go right away. Boom, they'll allow you to come in. And that's the way I share the product. As far as the opportunity, I share it the same way. I'm involved with a billion-dollar market manufacturing company out of Japan. They're moving into the U.S. market. They're actually looking for people like you. That's why I was wondering if you keep your career options open. That's what I do. By the way, do you drink water? I get into the water. So you need to recruit this year, all right? Recruiting is the name of the game. And when you're recruiting, make sure that you are prepared. You have some pamphlets, you have whatever, okay? Whatever you have, but make sure they're there. So, John, one last thing I want to tell you guys. I have an article, and I'll get it to you, John. You can get it to your people. This is written by Forbes magazine, okay? One of the most highly recognized, highly respected magazine, Forbes, Forbes. They do the top 400 richest people in the world. They do the top 10 billionaires, okay? Mm-hmm. They wrote an article, and it's entitled, would you join a direct sales marketing company or a multi-level company for retirement income? It's an unbelievable article by Forbes because they show where people are going. People are, you know, the ones that are retiring are having a hard time. You know, 50% of the people that are retiring that are over 50 years old don't have $50,000 in their savings. And the people that do make it, the people that succeed, they're going to retire and be in a rocking chair and die. So this program, John, it has it all. It has money, it has friendship, it has excitement. You get to help people. So, you know, the main thing is if you're brand new out there, just stick to it. Don't let it go. Because a lot of these people that you see making it out there, a lot of them got lucky. I'm telling you, a lot of them got lucky. I know them. I work with them. You know, they're not that cool. All right? They're cool because they're earning money. They're cool because, you know, because they have the houses and they have the things. But, you know, and then they go up there and start talking and, you know, they have an IQ of like 83, you know? So again, make sure, understand that luck plays a ball game in this program. All you need is 2 good people, but sometimes you're going to have to go through 50 to find the 2. Hey, if this was easy, everybody would be doing it, right? The reason it has its obstacles is because for you, okay, just keep going because it's not for everybody. Is it a little bit hard? Yeah, okay, a little bit hard. Is it worth it? Absolutely. Let me ask you this. If not this, what else are you gonna what are you gonna do? You're gonna do pills, potions, you're gonna do Gano coffee, you're gonna do New Skin, Shackley. What are you gonna do? You're gonna do Bitcoin? What are you, nuts? Okay. What are you gonna, if not this, what else is there? Okay. If not now, when's the best time for you to get going? You want to be in position by 2020. 2020, imagine that, 2020. It comes once in a life, in 100 years. The last one was 1919, and you know, you guys weren't around here. The next one is 2121, and none of you are going to be here. So 2020 is coming up. That's why Mr. Oshiro is planning one of the biggest conventions in Hong Kong, because the Olympics is in Hong Kong in 2020. I'm giving you way advanced things, but you need to be in position. So I'd like to make a couple of announcements, and then I'm done, John. One, okay, on Monday, if you can be on that call, be on the call. You know what I mean? On the webinar. All you have to do is go to our website, kangenOneGlobal.com, and it's at 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. All right? Second, on June 21st, 22nd, and 23rd in San Diego, this is in United States, there's an 45th year anniversary. That's going to be the biggest event in AGIC. They're expecting over 6,000 people. 3, December 31st of this coming year, all the leaders out there, go plan a party for your group to welcome the 2020 New Year's Eve. That's the time to throw a party right there, okay? So, you know, just a couple of those things. And John, last thing is, I don't know if you have events in your area. I'm gonna talk to you guys, and I don't know, so because I'm not there. But if you have events, you gotta attend them. If you have conventions, you gotta attend them. That's what we do. I mean, if you're a professional football player, aren't you gonna hang out at the Super Bowl? Isn't that where you wanna go? What are you gonna do? You're gonna go to a billiard place? What's happening? You're gonna go bowling that day? Okay, that's where you go to. If you're an actor, if you're in acting, don't you wanna go to the Academy Awards? Isn't that where all the power people are? All right? Well, events is what drives our business. Events. I bring new people to events. I bring old people to events. And some, hey, just get there. I know some of them cost like $9,000 or whatever. I don't know how much they cost. Hey, if you can't afford it, you're the one that needs to go. Go over there, you know? Go sneak in, do something. Hang out there. But at least be in the mix. Be in the mix. The worst thing you can do is not go. At least go and stay on the outside. You meet all the top people. You get into the excitement. That's what events drive our business. And all the top earners that I know in the company know how to drive and how to pack events. So, you know, I don't know if you have a training there or a convention there, or you guys put together some kind of thing. The distributors there, that's where you got to take them. You got to get your handcuffs. You got to get everybody there, because the top people, the top earners are the best event builders for their team. Okay, John, I want to wish you guys a happy new year. Man, it's going to be a great year in AGIC. I'm telling you, it's about to speed up. You can feel it. The company is adding 2,000 employees. They're building a factory that's strictly for K-8s only. Wow. Imagine that. They're moving their global operations from Asia to across the Toyota plant in Texas. There's a lot of things happening in AGIC. Don't get left behind. Get started now. Have yourself a terrific year, and make sure at the end, go to a party, man. Have a good time this year. Make some friends, okay? John, back to you, buddy.
Hey, thanks a lot, Daniel. Kelly, if you got any questions, I think Daniel pretty much covered everything that there is to be covered, because, you know, I don't know about you, Daniel, but I saw this 11 years ago, and, you know, I know you're a business person. I'm a business person, and I'm looking at this going, okay, everybody drinks water. If the results that I'm seeing if even half of them are true, that people are with their health, then this is the most amazing product I've ever seen in my life. If this is the most amazing product I've ever seen in my life, I gotta get this machine. I gotta get on board. And when I saw, and I'm not knocking Bob Gridelli or Dr. Dave, they're my favorite guys in the business. But when I saw Bob Gridelli, saying, I made $250,000 in my first 6 months, I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
But the only,
crazy.
like you said, Daniel, I stated this over and over and over again. The only difference between Bob Gridelli, Dan DeMiccoli, myself, Kelly, etc., is that we worked hard at it. We worked 9 to or 8 to faint, as Bob says. Worked hard at it for the first 6 months. All out massive action. And we took it seriously. We took it like a real job, because I saw that I wanted to basically retire in 3 years, start the business, work as hard as I could for 3 years, and basically retire and just work off that residual income. But I'm having so much fun now that it's just like, oh, well, why stop? This is so much fun. I get to work with people like Daniel, and Daniel's such a great guy to hang out with and a good friend. And I get to hang out with Kelly and all these people. It's like, why stop? Why can't I? And I get more enjoyment seeing Kelly succeed, seeing my people succeed. And, do you want to say something about that, Daniel?
Yeah, I mean, hey, you know what? My goal this year, let me tell you something. There are some people in the business that are doing this because they're having fun. Okay. I'm doing this. Okay. I'm not, wow, I don't know how to say this. I want to say I'm not doing this for the money, but I wouldn't do this if there were no money. So it's kind of oxymoron. But anyway, I'm doing this because I'm having a lot of fun. And plus, I'm seeing so many people succeed in this business. So many people succeed. Some of my best friends who are flat broke are earning, $300,000-$400,000 a year right now, which is a lot of money. So I'm telling you, if you're looking at this, and you're not making at least 10 grand a month, 10 grand, that's $120 a year. All right. Wow. You gotta pour it on. Because you will get there, I promise you, and you will get there with freedom of time, because later on, you'll know how to work your time. John, I live in a nice neighborhood. You've been to my house, right?
Yeah, many times.
Okay. I live in a neighborhood that's all $1 million homes because of the area, right? Even the houses that would sell somewhere else for only 500 grand, in this neighborhood, for some reason, they're 2 million plus, right? So I'm trying to tell you, I live in a home where people are very successful. But when I'm walking my dogs in the morning at the park, or when I'm walking them at the beach, I'm the only one there. There's nobody else. And I do a video, and I do a 360-degree turn, and I tell people, no one is here. Why? Because it's Wednesday or Thursday or Monday. Yeah. Because they have to be at work, because they have to deal with 9 to 5. They're all at traffic. There's the difference. You can have the money here and have all the time for your family. That, or travel like you guys like to do, or go to casinos like Cynthia likes to do, or build churches like Romy likes to do. I mean, you can do what you want to do, and that's what it talks about in the Forbes article. People that are retiring want to do what in giving back, they feel better, they feel good about doing something, and it's not all about the money a lot of times, I mean, right now I'm making enough money. There's no way, what am I going to do? Buy another pair of shoes? I mean, what am I going to do? Buy another tie, another suit? I'm not into it for that at all. Zero. I'm in here because I'm having fun. My daughter's making money in it, and I get to help a lot of people. And that's my goal this year. I'm going to be more, like sometimes when you're on the road and you don't let people in, or when you're in line, you want to be first. I'm going to be, because sometimes I'm a bozo or whatever. Okay. We're all that. We all get to that point, Well, we're all mixed bags. So, but this year, I want to really help. I really, really, really want to help people, because I've got a lot of people, John, that are making six-figure incomes right now that have changed their lives. I can't even tell you how many. Crazy, crazy business. Stick to it. Go find that person. They're out there. Wherever you are, they're out there, okay? Just keep digging. And even though you don't find it, you're going to have the greatest time in your life. It's the best ride in town, okay? Back to you guys.
One thing real quick, Daniel. I mean, hey, I'm having a great time right now. I was just in Medellin for New Year's in Colombia. I just arrived in Bogota yesterday, and I'm going to be going to Costa Rica on Monday for 3 days. So, you know, hey, if you like to travel and have a great time, it's amazing. Now, Daniel, one thing I wanted to cover real quick that you brought up, and being it's a new year, how do you set your goals, and what do you tell people to set their goals for?
Well, here's the first thing, you know, you just got to get going. What are you going to do this year? Let me tell you about this year that you need to do. You need to have a great Christmas, okay? No matter what. I don't care what I don't care how bad the year is for you. If you have a great holiday season, the entire year will be good, all right? It's just like if you have a real good year, but your holiday sucked, okay, excuse my language, but it was bad, you're going to remember the bad. So always have a nice holiday season. So that should be your target. So, you know, do something to make it great. Get a party together, save up every month so that in December, you're not putting it all in one lump sum, right? But have a great December. Now, to do that, you got to have goals. I don't see why people don't have goals. Everybody talks about it. Everybody knows it's important. Everybody knows you should have it. Mm-hmm. But majority don't have it. Oh, they have goals in their mind, but a goal without it written down, that's just a wish. You got to write it down. You got to put it down. My goal this year is to go 6820-4. Okay, I'm telling you now, and it's not easy. I'm telling you, it's not easy. Okay, I'm just like everybody else. You know, I have people that, wow, last year I brought people to the meeting and they didn't sign up. I gave people water that didn't buy. You know, I was counting on a couple people and they disappeared into thin air. All these things happen. And I'm telling you this because a lot of you will say, oh, that happens to him. It happens to everybody. It's just the top guys can't show it because they got to be cool, right? They got to be cool. So, you know, I always hit a home run. But, you know, in the background, the hardest part to me, okay, I'm just letting you guys know. The hardest part of this business to me is bringing people to the meeting. I don't know if that's hard for you. You know, some people it's finding somebody. But me, it's bringing somebody to listen to my story. Because if I can get them in that room for 1 hour, I know they're in. But getting them there, I don't know if you guys have a problem with that, but wow, whoever finds the secret to that's going to make $1 zillion. But it doesn't happen. So we're all in the same things. The difference is, again, the difference between a big shot and a little shot is that the big shot was once a little shot that kept right on shooting. That's the difference. Yeah. See? So you got to have your targets. You got to have your short-term goals. Goals is to success, like air is to life. That's how, if you don't have goals, you're not going to be successful. How do you hit a destination you don't have? How do you hit a target you don't have? How do you hit a target? You can't. So make a goal, whatever it is. You know. So how do you,
if you sat down with somebody, Daniel, and said, "Hey, let's do your goals right here." How do you talk to them?
I tell them, brand new people, you got to get 3 sales right away. Right away. That's the first goal. Why? Because you need to get out of that 1A position and get to the double. Okay? So from then on, everything is double. See? So don't be messing around, people. When you get into this program, go find 3 people, pretend it's a matter of life and death. Who do you know that will buy from you no matter what, just to help you out? who do you know that will buy from you just to do you a favor? You know, hello, mom. I mean, guys, you got to get to your 3 sales. That's your first target, okay? And then those 3, as you add your 4th person, you got to try to help those 3 get their 3. In other words, get the message to them to get their 3, because then you start to feel the overrides. The first thing, and you have to remember, John, the most important thing in this business to a new person is a check. Okay, I don't care what anybody tells you, blah, blah, blah. No. It's a check made out in my name that will cash. That's the most important thing to a new person. That's why you got to get that person to get their sales right away, because it gives them a check. And you know how you feel when you first got your checks, right? You know, wow, this thing works. How about when you first got your override checks, when you didn't have anything to do with it? See, and then you see, wow, this thing really works. So the first thing you want to do is get your 3 sales out of the way. The next thing is go to a 3A by helping those 3 get their 3, and you'll shoot to 3A. Okay, those are the first goals. And then your target is to go to 6A. If you're not at 6A, you need to go to 6A. Okay, are there any 6As watching this, John?
We have a couple, yeah.
Yeah, once you go to 6A, you know how we always say, hey, man, I'd like to find somebody like me, you know? I'd like to recruit somebody like me. I want to create another 6A like me. Here, let me give you a guarantee on how to create a 6A like you. Find yourself. Go get another unit, put another position, and take that thing into 6A. That's what I did. See? Go find yourself. Go look in the mirror and say, I'm recruiting you. And you're going 6A, buddy. And that's what you do, and work on that thing. Get excited about this thing. You know? I mean, look at, you can hear it in my voice. And John, I'm already done. I'm done. Just so you guys know, I was done before I entered this thing. But I'm having fun. I'm seeing guys that have never made money, you know, make $100,000. Most people have never made 100 grand, 100 grand in a year, you know. And when somebody succeeds in this business, you can see it in their eyes. You can see it in their eyes. It's like they can fly. So that's what I like doing, is getting a check, getting them to the next position. Okay, and when people say, why are you so passionate about getting them to the next position? The reason why is because it's better pay. That's it. It's better pay. We all do the same things, but the next level up is better pay. And I want all my team to get better pay, because that makes me automatic. Mine is automatic. All I got to, you know what Zig Ziglar says? All you got to do is help enough people get what they want, and you'll get what you want. It's like a karma thing. The more you help, you know, and it's coming to me in droves, man. Like all year long, I was helping people. And then in December, I did a meeting at my house. One guy brought 11 people. 10 of them bought. And I brought all 10 to that Christmas party. I bought a whole table, you know. They all bought, every one of them. And then some people said, how, you bought a whole table? 10 seats, $50 each? That's $500. I just made 17 grand. Are you kidding me? You know, I'm a business person. So, you know, again, get your goals together and understand that you can do this. But write down what you want and write it down, man. Sleep with it. You can do this. I'm telling you, you can do this. And you are going to do this. You know, some of you next year are going to say, man, that Asian dude was right. I did this, you know, and you'll get there. And I want to tell you something also, John. If people know you, if you've been in this thing a year, 6 months to a year, and people didn't know you, they knew you before Enagic, you need to go reintroduce yourself, because your growth game is extremely strong in Enagic. Your growth, personal growth, is extremely strong. You don't see it because you are with yourself every day. It's like you know, when you have a friend who has a baby, they see their kid every day, so they don't know they're growing, but you don't see them but every 6 months, and then you come back there and the kid's already running and playing and all that, and you go, wow, they really grew. That's because you weren't with them, right? It's
Right.
the same thing with you. You guys don't understand your growth game because you are with yourself every day. If you got away from yourself for about 3 months and came back and saw yourself, you wouldn't recognize you. So for the people that knew you before Enagic, go up to them and let them know, let me introduce myself to you. Go reintroduce yourself, because I'm telling you, you are a different person. You just don't know it. Okay, John?
Absolutely. Hey, Daniel, I think, I just want to thank you for being on here. We had about 98 people on, and this webinar only holds 100. So
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
So,
hey, I want to wish everyone a happy new year. If you're a convention, come up to me, okay? And I hope you do well, and don't let it go. Don't let it go. Hold it like your life depended on this, because in the end, you're going to change your life. And when it becomes better for you, everybody around you benefits from your success. Not just you, everybody around you benefits from your success, okay? Hey, Happy New Year. Have a great 2019. Be safe out there and have a great 9.5 year.
Thanks, Daniel, so much. Really appreciate it. It's fantastic.
Okay. See you guys.
Thanks,
Bye.
Daniel. We'll see you. All right, guys. Thanks for being on the call. And just a couple things real quick. We got the Daily 8 conference call. We're going to be starting in about a half hour. And look forward to having all you guys on the next webinar. We're going to have Eli Deathish on the next one, and Bernard Chan on the next one after that. And Bernard Chan he's a top guy in Asia. And we're going to have Omar Ramirez on here pretty soon. So, hey, thanks a lot, guys, for tuning in, and look forward to seeing you guys soon. Thanks.
Awesome. Thanks so much, John. Bye.